Hey everybody, I'm Chris Sheeran and welcome to the maiden voyage of Flash Forward, where John Flaherty will be joining me every Monday or Tuesday, depending on our availability for this on YesNetwork.com. And we bring in the former Yankees catcher and now Yes Network broadcaster into the fray. John, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I think we're both doing a little better than CC Sabathia and Mark Teixeira today.
Absolutely. Those two of the newest Yankees with a really awful first performance coming out of the box. Not what both of them expected. Let's start with CC first. You know, this is a guy who went 1-5 to start the season with the Indians last year, but then had a 12-0 stretch. What can we expect out of CC this year?
Well, I mean, obviously it's going to get better. He just did not look comfortable from the first pitch of the ball game. It's surprising because he had such a great spring down in Tampa, and I don't know what the problem was. I was actually a little worried that maybe he was hurt because we saw that heat pack on his midsection in between innings, but I was told that that's something that he normally does, so not to be alarmed. He's not hurt, but the velocity was down, the location was terrible, he couldn't spot his fastball, and I think that was really the main problem for him, location on his fastball, and we saw a lot of confusion with Jorge Posada and Sabathia on pitch selection.
Now, when you can't spot your fastball as a starter or a reliever for that matter, coming from a catcher's point of view, what does that mean from a pitcher's standpoint?
Well, I think Jorge Posada knows what makes CC go, and that's, locating fastball, inside corner, especially on right-handers. And I think the sense of confusion on both of those guys yesterday was that Posada was trying to get CC to get into that rhythm with the fastball, and CC knew he didn't have it. So he was trying to survive, I guess is the best way to put it, going to more off-speed sliders, some change-ups, but really the confusion was that Posada really wanted him to throw that fastball, and CC was reluctant.
All right, now Mark Teixeira from the Baltimore area had a lot of friends and family in the stands. Some of those friends and family booing Teixeira, by the way, because they wanted him to sign with the Orioles, but he didn't. He had a tough day, 0 for 4, left 5 in scoring position. Do you think he was pressing yesterday?
Well, there was a big smile on Mark's face when he was introduced. He was booed by over 40,000, Baltimore fans, and it looked like he was having a good time with it. But you know what, Chris, we got to remember this is opening day, and I don't care if you're, a rookie who's making his first appearance in the big leagues or a veteran like Mark Teixeira who signed a big contract. You're going to have some jitters. You're going to be a little nervous. You're going to be excited playing in his hometown. I'm sure he was fired up, wanted to have a big day. Maybe he did a little bit too much. I thought the at-bat in the 8th inning, he hit the ball pretty hard, and, Johnson knocked it down. He didn't get a base hit, but I thought he had a chance to drive in a run right there, and it didn't come through. But I think all in all, fans need to remember this is opening day. From a player's standpoint, you kind of just want to get it over with and get into the flow of the season. So he should have a good rest of the series in Baltimore.
Yeah, let's be honest. We got 161 of these games left. We can't jump to conclusions here after one game on CC and Big Tex, by the way. Let's take a look now at the Yankees schedule, John. Now, over the next couple of weeks, we have Baltimore. We finish up in Baltimore, then we have Kansas City and Tampa Bay. You'll be in the booth for the Royals and Rays series. What can we look forward to and expect, especially, let's talk about this Yankee rotation as we go along in the schedule as well before they come home against Cleveland and Oakland. They have a pretty solid rotation. When you throw the 5 guys out there, Chen-Ming Wang is next, A.J. Burnett, Andy Pettitte, Jabba Chamberlain. It's really not too much to worry about, right?
No, you're 100% right. It's not like the rotation of the last couple of years where, if a Chen-Ming Wang went out there, you felt like you had to win that ball game. Same thing with an Andy Pettitte. With this rotation, you don't have that feeling. I mean, CC had a terrible game yesterday. Now you can just look forward to the names that you just threw out there. You look forward to Chen-Ming Wang coming back. A.J. Burnett's going to make his Yankee debut in Baltimore. So you have 5 guys that you feel like you can win anytime they're out there on the mound. So from the Yankees standpoint, let's get through this rotation one time. Obviously Andy Pettitte and Jabba are going to pitch in Kansas City, and then CC will have a chance at redemption there. But, like I said before, you want to get through that first start. You want to get your first couple of at-bats out of the way. If you're a player, you want to get into the routine of the season, and that's what these guys are going to look forward to.
Flash, I'm going to quote Spider-Man here. I don't know why, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. Well, with big contracts come big expectations, and it's par for the course when you're with the Yankees, right?
Oh, it definitely is, and we talked about this first road trip in spring training a lot, that, the Yankees really want to get off to a good start, so you come back home for that home opener and you get a nice ovation from the crowd. I think it's even more important for guys like Sabathia, Burnett, and Teixeira to have a good road trip so that when you come back home, you have some positive feelings with the fans. CC didn't have a good first start, but he gets a chance of redemption in Kansas City.
All right, Flash, have fun in the booth in Kansas City and in Tampa with Michael Kay and David Cohen. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for that great Spider-Man quote.
You got it, buddy. Take care.
See you.